All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachakodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Uh, Real quick, I'm gonna go into this, man, because I just got home and on my way back, hey man, that this word is out. Okay, this word is out, man, and people know. All right, and you have different levels of of awakening, you could say. All right. And believe it or not, man, you have people that, some of them don't want to associate themselves with Israelites. Some of them, they'll say, oh, they're crazy and all that. But nonetheless, the doctrine, all right, this world, all right, has heard the doctrine. This world has heard the gospel. All right. And then I'm gonna explain why I'm saying that. Okay. But real quick, let me read this. This is Matthew 24, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. And the Lord said, He made us what? He made us a prophet unto the nations. So it's not only unto Israel, but unto all nations. Okay. Number one, letting them know who they are, and number two, waking up the Israelites that are amongst them. Now, um, like it says, this gospel, all right, of the kingdom shall be preached. So the doctrine, all right, has gone out. All right, whether it be the mark of the beast being that RFID microchip, okay, or the Esau, who Esau is, and all the true doctrine, all right, that the apostles at Great Millstone teach, all right, all the way on down to us. That doctrine has gone out, man, and the whole knowledge of being an Israelite is out there. Now, I was on the train, and there was this girl on there. All right, she was holding this tiny pocket Bible. All right, talking about she comes in the spirit of the third Elijah. All right, which what that made me think of um of reincarnation, because Elijah, all right, as we know, okay, in the scriptures it tells you in Malachi that the Lord was going to send Elijah back. Okay, and that was what, reincarnation, because Elijah had already died. He was dead and gone by the time Malachi, all right, was saying that or was prophesying that. Okay, and the Lord confirmed, all right, Elijah coming back as John the Baptist. Okay, so if she's saying the third Elijah, then she must know, all right, that Elijah had been, confirmed, at least for us to know who he was. Okay, twice. One, the first time as himself, Elijah, all right, and the second time is John the Baptist. Now, of course, he's been on the earth much more times than that. Okay, through the process of reincarnation, which occurs roughly about every 3 to 4 generations. But getting to the point, so I deliberately, and I deliberately asked the question. I said, I got a question. I said, is the coronavirus in the Bible? All right, and she's like, yeah, it's there. Pestilence, the Bible prophesies about pestilence, and diseases and stuff. Now, it doesn't say verbatim specific coronavirus, but it's in there. And in my head, I said, okay, all right, mental note, all right, and then, but I mean, that was a fairly simple question. And then, getting down to it, I asked her about the mark of the beast, because that's what you have to do. You gotta question, you got to question them when they when you, especially if when people come up and they're talking all this and they're saying this, and then we come in the spirit of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit and the angels and all these different things. That's when you question them about the scriptures. You press them with hard questions. Okay, main what's the mark of the beast? That's a big one, you know. And you hear different answers from different people. But I asked her what's the mark of the beast, and she kept trying to tap dance around it. Now, of course, I played the role of somebody who, I didn't know what's going on. I'm not really into it like that. I'm just asking questions out of curiosity, playing the incognito role, because I'm not trying to get into any debates and go back and forth. And because if you can perceive that there's gonna be no edification or no fruitfulness from it, then what's the point? There's a time and place for everything. All right. So I mean, I wasn't gonna be going back and forth on a train. No, I ain't doing that. So I asked her the question, from the perspective of somebody who doesn't really know, and she's saying, well, it's mainly symbolic, You know, the beast, the mark of the beast, it's symbolic. You know, it's really, it's not really, you know, it's symbolic, and that's all she keeps saying. So I said, okay, so what's the beast? She said, well, the beast, it really is Satan. You know. But I mean, that's what they do. They scratch the surface. They don't go deep into the scriptures because they don't know. But one thing she did say at the end was, it's you, when you read about the mark of the beast, you got to read about it symbolically, but there's a physical side to it, that chip. She said that. She said that chip. And then in my head I said, oh, okay. You know, and I said, oh, okay, all right, thank you, this is my stop. And I got off. Okay. And that shows you that what? Because who who teaches, all right, that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip? Okay. You have the apostles of Great Millstone, all right, they've been teaching that for years. All right. And we teach the same thing. So, but you have other people that don't believe it. You have other people that teach otherwise. But for some random chick on the train to even have the knowledge of saying that the mark of the beast, or even mentioning the chip, must mean that that doctrine of the mark of the beast being that chip has to have gone out. People know. Okay? People know. All right, now I'm gonna get this real quick. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:21. It says, prove all things, all right, hold fast that which is good. That's why I asked her those questions, okay, to see, all right, where her knowledge was, because the scriptures say you gotta study to show yourself approved, so you can answer every man. All right, you can answer everybody, you know, when they ask you a question about the scriptures. All right, but nonetheless, even for somebody who's not, you know, not knowledgeable in the scriptures like that, you know, going around, you know, on that Christianity vibe, to even mention the chip, all right, it shows you that what, we're at that we're at the time, man, we're at the end. Okay, and people know. Your average everyday people who walk around, they've heard of it, and they've been marked. All right, whether for salvation or for destruction. Now they don't know, all right, the full extent of it, because I asked her, I said, okay, so is the virus gonna get worse? She said, well, you know, it's really up to God. You know, I said, okay, so if somebody dies, let's say somebody died of the virus, or if somebody dies in general, did God do that? You know. And she's saying, because one second she says the Most High is in control of everything, and then I asked her, okay, well, did the Most High kill the person then? She said, no, he allowed it to happen. Well, what's that? You know, what's that? He allowed it to happen. And I said, okay, so who did it? Well, Satan is in rulership, reason, power right now, which is correct to an extent. Okay, and let me get a scripture on that. Job 9:24. But when they read the scriptures, they don't understand. That's why you have to understand certain key words, you know, because we know at times when the scriptures refer to Satan or the devil or the serpent, it isn't really it's not really referring onto the spiritual demon Satan, but rather his physical counterpart, which is Esau, the wicked. That it tells you that in Malachi, the first chapter. All right, so this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, so right now, the rulership of the earth is in Esau's hands, and Esau is the wicked. All right, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? And he did that, all right, through the Renaissance era. Okay, and he continues to do that now through his movies and his media. All right, the Most High is white, Adam is white, the angels are white, Israelites are white, the Egyptians are white, the Hebrews were white, everybody's white. Okay, but according to the scriptures, man, that's not the case. Okay, but hey, that's just goes to show you that this word is out. People know. Okay, people know, and they've heard, man, and that's why at this point there's no excuse for. We're in 2020, the year of prophecy. There's no excuse for, oh, this and wait, but I didn't know about. No, no, no. The word is going out. You know, the word is going out. So if you're on the vibe of you know, I'm really not into it and all of that, guess what? Then at this point, if the Most High hasn't allowed you to see the truth, then you know what I'm saying. Then your ass is grass. Your ass is grass. You know. So really, you gotta question. You gotta question these people when they come up on some this and that and that. Instead of, because you know what is gonna happen. You're gonna it's gonna end up being like a back and forth, which is, you know, it's to no avail. You know. So you have to make them stick the foot in their mouth. Okay, since they want to come and blab, because when they come and ask you a question, oh, we got to answer it. We got to have proof. We got to prove what we're saying. But hold up, what about when we ask you a question? You see, that's what you got to do. You got to flip the tables on them and ask them them hard questions with proof. You know, you ask them a question, oftentimes they tend to wing it. All right, but the scriptures say you're not supposed to add. All right, if any man add, let me see, I think that's in Revelation 22. That's right, Revelation 22 verse 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. All right. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life. Because when you go back to Daniel 12, who made it? Who survived? Those who were written in the book of life. All right. It says, and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. So when you ask them, they'll tend to wing it, you know. But that's why you got to so prove it. You know, where in the scriptures does it say that? That's when they get stuck. That's when they got to go. You know, and real quick, I wrote another testimony. You know, I had the Jehovah Wickedness. All right, they be coming to my the building. All right, a lot. You know, every damn near every Sunday, yo, they coming around harassing people, going door to door, door to door. All right, yeah, and nobody wants to open the door. You know, nobody wants to wants to even dialogue with them, but yet they keep coming every single Sunday, you know, and always ringing the doorbell. He's like, oh, nah, I'm actually stepping out. Sorry, I don't have time. So you know what? I got fed up. I said one day, I said, look, you know what? They let them ring this doorbell, man. They rang the doorbell. I grabbed my scriptures and I stepped right there. I said, look, what's up? You know, and we had a little dialogue in the scriptures, and what they came to find out is a lot of people, all right, that they usually go to are not knowledgeable in the scriptures, so they're able to tell them this and talk their ears off. But when they come and they and you give them the scriptures, they're like, all right, hold up, we weren't expecting that, you know. So I asked them certain questions, and hey, some they got, like I said, the word is going out, you know, and this truth, man, people watch the videos, okay. People who even call themselves against us, they watch the videos, because I asked them, I said, all right, what's the beast? They said the EU, you know, which is partially right. And I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, I was expecting them to say some dragon half beast minotaur coming out of a fiery pit somewhere, you know, that kind of thing, the mythology. But no, they said, I said, oh, okay, all right, well, you're close, all right. But it's NATO and the EU, all right, along with America on top, because America is that whore that sitteth upon the beast. Okay, but nonetheless, I hit him with the scriptures to the point where here it is. These people who come and harass you and make you not want to open your door, out of all of a sudden, oh, look at the time, we gotta go. We actually have to meet somebody at 12, so we're gonna have to run. But it was nice to. I'm like, well, you know, but it goes to show you that when people come up, and that's why that's why. Let me get that. First Timothy. Actually, I'll just type it in here. Study to show. All right, that's why you gotta study, man. Okay. Approved. All right. So yeah, they ended up basically running away. Oh, Second Timothy 2:15. All right, and that was just an encounter because I happened to be home. But the next time I was at work and I came home, my mom was like, yo, you should have seen what happened, man. So because of the certain questions I asked them that they couldn't answer, because they were like, damn, yo, man, over here, we need some firepower. They went they went and came back the next week with their priests, their pastors, their whole entourage, all right, to come and like, yeah, all right, we got the firepower now. Where he at? And my mom was like, nah, he's at work, he's not home, you know. But it's just funny because they'll come up with all these different things, but it's funny, they get their information off of the internet. They look, there's certain people that'll go online and type up certain things, you know, Sunday sermon for Proverbs 10 and 18 or something like that, or Proverbs, and I'm just throwing out random numbers. and then they'll read that, and they'll read the person's interpretation of it, okay, and then they'll say this is what it means and this is the breakdown. That's not how it goes. The scriptures break themselves down. And that's why it says precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, because it's like a puzzle. And when you buy a puzzle, the pieces are there. You just have to put them together the right way and you'll get the picture. You don't have to go buy another puzzle and get the pieces from there and try to mix it into the pieces from this puzzle and try to form a no, because you're going to ruin the picture. All the pieces you need are in there. You just have to know how to put them in the right place, and that comes by way of 2 Timothy 2:15. And I ended with this: study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Okay, and when you notice, when you study and you learn the scriptures, you're not gonna be ashamed. You know, like it says, rightly dividing the word of truth. Now let me go into this word dividing. Uh, it says to cut straightaways. Uh, right here. To make straight and smooth, to handle aright, to teach the truth directly and correctly. Okay, that's how you got to do it. Okay, but you have to know it to teach it. It says here, but shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase onto more ungodliness. And that's why, okay, the whole, oh, let me, what I'm saying, like, let me purposely come and try to, start some sort of back and forth with you because I want to express or show off my knowledge of the scriptures and make you look bad. There's no point in that. The reason the Lord gave us the understanding was to what? Feed the sheep, to go out there and teach the elect, those that will listen. Okay, that's the point. Not to go show off on how mighty you are with the scriptures. No, but you study it so just in case. All right, a sheep has a question or somebody has a sincere question they want to learn, you can teach it to them and build them up. Okay, because vain babblings, like it says, is only going to lead to more ungodliness. If you're arguing with a fool, to the outside it just looks like two fools arguing. Okay, but hey, I'm gonna end it here. Lord's willing, this was edifying to the elect. Hey, the word is out, man. Matthew 24:14, the word is out, and that's why you've seen all these prophecies come to pass. Okay, you've seen the pestilence, the earthquakes. Okay, and it's not gonna stop there, man. The Most High is gonna turn this thing up. Okay, so we'll watch the signs and see what the Most High is gonna do next, man. Okay, but with that, I hope this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Machak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.